Every day we wake up in the morning and we go for our usuals, we go to work, we go to our businesses, and we feel okay, we seem very okay. But the question really is, are we really okay? Because as humans, we take a lot of things for granted, especially when it comes to our wellness and our health. And then you think about it, what exactly is wellness? You hear these things so many times. What is wellness? What is health? How do you even relate the two? Your wellness is not just about your physical state. It's not just about you feeling okay, the fact that you don't go to the hospital for years, or you don't have high blood pressure, you don't have diabetes, you don't have all that. There's also the aspect of the physical and then the mental wellness, and that's where we're all not getting it right. Our mental wellness is so critical because it's what controls our physical. So, if for instance you're not managing your emotions well, you're not managing stress well, you are having very negative, emotions, and that's affecting your relationship, is affecting your work, is affecting your businesses. These are things that are so critical, in our daily life, especially if we want to be able to fulfill our purpose and our goals. Now, I can ask people, for instance, when was the last time that you went for a medical check? And people were like, I don't go for checks. I'm okay, I'm fine, and all that. We take a lot of things for granted because you feel well doesn't say that you're well. Because you're slim doesn't say that you are well. Because you can carry yourself and you can do things, you don't have headache, or you have headache and then all of a sudden the headache goes. You feel that everything is fine. We need to prioritize our wellness, our health, because if you don't have these things, how do you go to work? How do you fulfill your purpose? How do you chase money? We would rather chase money than prioritize our health. These are very wrong things. Our wellness has to do with our entire being, from when you wake up in the morning to what you eat, to how you spend your day, to who you surround yourself with, to what you eat, you drink, you feel, your heart, your thoughts, your mind, what you hear. Everything in totality is your wellness. So you need to be intentional and deliberate about it. I can ask someone, okay, so if you had 1 million naira, you had 50,000 naira, where would you put it? People rather put it in their business. But then, what about your health? What are you putting in there? When did you go for a medical check? When did you go for a proper medical check? Because you know what, if you don't do medical checks, how do you know you're well? Because we seem okay doesn't say that everything is fine. We have to always remember that. So we need to be deliberate about it. And for women, it's even more critical because, number one, we are the ones that take care of the family. I know a lot of people struggle when it comes to, I want to go to the doctor, I don't think I need to go to the doctor, especially men. We are always very guilty when it comes to your medical checks. In fact, a lot of women fight with their partners and their spouses because of all that. But we need to, because look at the situation of the country, look at globally. Over in on a global level now, you have over 3 billion people are obese, right? We have over 1.6 million people in Nigeria living with hypertension. We have issues of people dying of kidney diseases, of liver problems. We have young people dying. We have children even having diabetes. At what age? Because we're not giving them the right thing. So there's a lot of things that has been compromised and has been tested. COVID-19 has come and is still here. And we can see in the last 2 years how many people have died of COVID because of the fact that their immunity wasn't strong, or because they had underlying issues and they didn't take care of it. We should not take our health for granted. Yes, it's God that gives life, but our longevity also depends on how we do and what we do on a daily basis. How are you spending your day? What are you doing with your time? Are you exercising? Are you checking yourself? Are you eating the right food? Are you preparing the right food? A lot of time people consume so many things on the road because of the fact that, oh, I'm so busy, I just go to Booker and I eat and all that. Do you even know what that food is being made with? How do you know that food? What are they preparing that food with? We take a lot of things for granted. We buy things from the street. We hear so many things about people putting all sorts of stuff in food, and we put it in. We are putting toxins on our body every day. We breathe in toxins. We are putting it in. One day, this body is going to say, you know what? I am tired. I've had enough. It's going to shut down. It's going to shut down. So we need to be very deliberate about and are very intentional about our health and our wellness. And as I said, it has nothing to do with just your physical weight. It has nothing to do with the way you look. It's about your mental wellness. How are you able to manage stress? How are you able to manage tough situations as a person? How are you able to ensure that physically, mentally, you're okay, you can control your family? So the essence of what I'm really saying is that if we don't take some things as priority, especially when it comes to our wellness. Now, I've explained what wellness is in terms of your physical, mental, and how it also affects your financial, your social, your spiritual, because everything is in totality. Wellness has to do with your body, soul, and spirit. So all these things have to be in sync. They have to be aligned, and you have to be intentional about them, in order for you to be able to live a good life and to have longevity and to have a life that is rid of sicknesses and ailments. Now, a lot of things that has to do with wellness, from obesity, diabetes, kidney issues, heart diseases, cancer, are things that are attributed to the fact that we are not taking care of ourselves in regards as wellness. And these are things that can be prevented, can be controlled, and can be reversed, right? If we are more deliberate, if we are more intentional, and if we prioritize it. When you're eating a meal, for instance, you should understand the fact that your meal is your medicine. God has given us food, not just for us to eat and be energized, but for us to be able to ensure that our body, our mind is in perfect condition, right? So when you're eating a meal, you need to be very deliberate about what you're putting in. Don't just take anything because you just want to take anything. You need to be that deliberate. If you're drinking, you need to be deliberate about what you're drinking. Whatever you're putting inside, whatever you're eating, whatever you're seeing, whatever you're airing, you need to be deliberate about it. If you really want to have longevity, if you want to ensure you don't have diabetes, you don't want to have high blood pressure, you don't want to have sclerosis, you don't want to have heart conditions, you don't want to have cancer, all these things are preventable. They can be controlled and they can be reversed if you are intentional and deliberate about your wellness.